The following is intended for mature audiences only. Discretion is advised.
Pillow fight, pillow fight.
This is so fun.
Pillow fighting.
Why is it so fun?
Pillow fight.
Hi everyone, it's me, Yamini. If you like Pillow Fight, please be sure to give it a follow, and if you listen on Apple Podcasts, rate and review it. That would mean the world to me. Enjoy the episode, and thank you so much for listening to Pillow Fight.
If you're following me on literally any platform, you probably know just how much I poop. And let me tell you, wiping your butt raw with toilet paper does not remove all the shit that's sitting on it. Thankfully, there's now a sleek bidet attachment that clips onto your existing toilet and sprays your butt completely clean with fresh water. It's called Tushy, and it's the best thing you can do for your butt. Tushy sprays directly to your ass and removes the poop completely, so you aren't sitting on bacteria that leads to nasty things like hemorrhoids, yeast infections, UTIs, and itchy assholes. And a Tushy bidet cuts toilet paper use by 80%, so it pays for itself in just a few months. Join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers, including me, right now, and have a clean butt with every flush. Go to hellotushy.com/yams to get 10% off your order. That's hellotushy.com/YAMZ.
Pillow Fight.
Pillow fight, pillow fight.
Is yours made of
We
goose?
got feathers flying everywhere.
Mine's made of goose.
Pillow fight, pillow fight.
This is so fun.
Pillow fighting.
Why is it so fun?
Pillow fight.
Today on Pillow Fight, I'm joined by Niles Abston. He's an incredible up-and-coming comedian and writer. His stand-up special, Girls Don't Twerk to Jokes, is available on Bandcamp, Spotify, and YouTube now. You can find him on Twitter at Niles100 and on Instagram at The Niles Abston Show. He also co-hosts a comedy podcast called The Clown Cast with Harper Rose, so you should go check that out. On this episode of Pillow Fight, we talk about Republican hippies, the first Black Bachelor, and my potential psychic powers.
Fuck. Marry? Kill. Fuck, marry, kill.
So for Fuck, Marry, Kill, the first thing is that Mia Ponsetto, who was caught on camera assaulting a Black teen for allegedly stealing her phone in a hotel lobby, had an interview with Gayle King where she was like truly unhinged and wore a daddy hat. I'm pretty upset that she kind of has ruined the daddy hat for all of.
Yeah, I'm gonna send her a twerk
society.
hat. I'm gonna send her a twerk hat for the next interview.
So you can get some free promo out of it.
I need some more views.
Because we know she'll be back. She's like, this is not the end of her. The second thing is that that most recognizable face from the Capitol coup, you know, that guy who was dressed like a shaman and had his like face painted and everything.
Yeah.
His mommy basically went to the news and was like, he hasn't eaten since he's been in custody because they refused to give him organic food in prison.
Oh.
And
baby boy's gluten free or some shit.
He's like doesn't have anything that has like GMOs or whatever. And then the third one is that Kamala Harris was on the cover of Vogue in like truly the worst outfit I've ever seen her wear. And I think she usually dresses better than that.
Is that the shit with the Converses?
Yeah, the like
okay.
low-rise Converse. And I think my theory is that whoever styled her is an abolitionist and it was like a strategy to discredit her a little bit. But
Okay.
so Mia Ponsetto, this coup dude's hunger strike, and Kamala's Converse, Fuck, Marry, Kill, what would you do?
Ooh, this is interesting. Okay. I guess I had to kill the dude that can't eat meat. Fuck him. Because I'm just like, I don't like his mom for being like, oh, the jail food, that's for Black people and poor people. No, my son deserves better. Yeah. Kill him. I don't know. I think I want to, damn, this is interesting. I want to marry the Kamala Harris thing because her being on covers is just so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can just imagine like niggas in jail reading the magazines that she's been on after she put them in jail. Yes, I just think that's hilarious. Just seeing a nigga from the Bay reading a magazine with Kamala Harris on the cover. Like she put me in here. I think that's just a funny thing. And I guess I'd fuck that's the phone situation because I just want to hear more and more about that. I want that to just keep getting broken down. Like her lawyer's face was like, why did I do this? I felt so bad for her.
I felt so bad for her, but I also felt like she's probably getting a fat check.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Like if they're on TV?
Yeah, they're on TV, and like that Mia Ponsetto, she looks like she's really rich. She looks like one of those girls that like I probably knew in elementary school, and she would like bully me and I would tell the teacher, and then she would like put on some act and I would be the one that would get detention.
No,
Like,
for sure.
That's the kind of girl that she is. Yeah, I would kill that situation because I'm just watching her interview made me so viscerally uncomfortable. It was like she clearly just has no grip on reality, and she
said, "I'm 22. How could I be racist?" I was like, "Oh, your parents believed in you a little too much."
She said, "I'm 22 and I am a little bit Puerto Rican, so I can't be racist." As a 22-year-old, she doesn't speak for all of us.
She definitely says the N-word.
Yeah,
like a lot.
I'm sure there's a lot. She had like a DUI a few years ago or something. I looked her up, and she like, I don't know, had some sort of hitting the cop or something like that. I mean,
wow. So this is just time just catching up with her. She's been
yeah. No, I'm sure it's like her whole life.
She'll have a reality show in a few years. Bravo's gonna pick it up.
I think she's like the Catch Me Outside girls, like modern.
If she can't rap, she'll get a reality show.
Yeah, or she'll become like a mommy blogger one day when she like reforms herself and like has kids.
I've learned from my mistakes.
Yeah. And then I think I would fuck the fact that this guy isn't getting to eat the food that he needs to eat in prison, because it just feels like, you know, he was willing to die for Donald Trump, but he won't eat, period, because the food's not organic. I just think it's funny. And I think to make it even funnier, I think what they should do is bring in like a catered feast from like Sweet Green for every other prisoner.
Everybody else.
And he doesn't get to eat it. He has to watch.
Make him watch. That'd be funny.
I would love to see that. And then I would also marry Kamala Harris on the cover of Vogue, because, you know, I was like, this is dumb, but I can live with it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's doing well. It's successful. It'll be stable marriage, even though there's no passion. And so I think that would
possible jail time.
Yeah, I mean, if I was married to her though, I think I'd be the safest from. Would I be?
I don't know.
Doug seems to be doing all right.
Doug looks like he sneaks to go smoke weed from her. I think he's the happiest that she got a new job. He's like, damn, now I can go smoke. This is awesome.
She'll be distracted. Yeah, and I think he's like quitting his job, so he's just vibing. Like I think
he's living the dream.
He's like happy just doing his thing, letting her, you know, it's her way or the highway, and he's just like
he's the K-Fed of politics. He's living the dream right now.
Yeah. I think this organic food thing I've been thinking about this a lot, and how like there's like science deniers coming from both sides of the spectrum. Like there's like those people who just like don't believe in medicine, and it's like people who are really conservative, and then there's people who are like so extremely hippie that they're almost coming back around being conservative. I've been thinking about like Republican people who are really into yoga, and just like how do they get there?
Shit. Realizing they can just capitalize off the shit. Have you seen a yoga studio in LA?
Yeah.
It looks like the Apple Store. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. No, my mom's, I guess I want to say they're ex-best friends now, but this family and my family had a big rift because they are COVID deniers and got like alt-right radicalized by COVID.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
whoa.
Bad. They were like centrist before, and now at least the husband is like a big Trumpy guy, but the wife is like a Republican yoga instructor, and she tried to follow me on Twitter, and I blocked her, but she always tweets about how like yoga like leads us to like our best selves, and we come to this conclusion and we should be able to think for ourselves. And she lives in California. She's like, Gavin Newsom is poisoning us. Like we shouldn't be following what he says. Like we should think freely, and yoga teaches us that like vibes are more important than like this disease. Like that's what she'll tweet.
Nah, if you're Republican, you don't get to say the word vibes. I'm sorry.
Republicans are banned from saying the word vibes. I can get behind that.
Yeah, you can't do that shit.
I think it's like Republicans are becoming hippies as a way to like get the youth.
Yeah, for sure. You have to like intertwine it in whatever the culture is to try to steal some people and bring them, you know.
I think that's what like they tried to do with Tommy Lahren, and it failed.
No, that's exactly what they tried to do. Like, let's get this young, attractive girl, and that'll get, because I saw like I was in college when she first popped off, and so it was just crazy to see so many people my age like gravitate to her because they're like, oh, she looks like us, and she's saying because honestly, it doesn't, like, people our age, it doesn't matter, like, what Rachel Maddow or what's his name, Tucker Carlson says. It's like, well, you're old. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So with, like, Tommy Lauren, it's like, oh, she's, like, young. And it's like, but when you look at, like, what she's saying, it's like, she doesn't believe any of that shit.
Yeah, she's totally an actor. And it's also, sure. I think it's, like, people underestimate how much people love having enemies.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's so fun to hate someone.
Yeah.
So if you give us these people that are so easy to hate, they're not going to win us over because it's too obvious. Like, it's
Ryan Seacrest is the biggest, like, genius, I think, with creating Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He knew there's going to be a whole generation, whole millions of people that are going to love them or hate them, and that's what you want in entertainment. You want a bunch of people to love you, or you want a bunch of people to hate you, and we can get paid for them just simply existing. Ryan Seacrest is a genius.
I remember one day my dad, who like doesn't at all care about pop culture in that like way, he was like talking, he was like, so like Kylie had a baby from Travis Scott, right? But she used to be with Tyga, like what's going on there? And I was like, and then he was like, how do I know this? You know, it's
right.
Just like,
we shouldn't know that.
Like, yeah, we shouldn't, but we do. I think that like also there's like Christian, especially, so I'm from Orange County originally, and those types of like hippie Republicans are everywhere here. Like that is the exact kind of person that is around here.
Because you can do all that shit and kind of convince yourself, well, I'm not really a part of the problem. This is just what I believe or whatever. Yeah,
and it's like you live in a little bubble, so it's like you don't even feel the real struggles that I think a lot of people have been like tricked into feeling are like weaponized by the Republican Party. I can just like, it doesn't matter to them. Like nothing changes about their life depending which party they choose, because
politics is a game with them. That's why that's why they can do the whole, well, I voted for Obama when he came through because you were excited. Like everybody likes a nigga with good teeth. Like it's like, I don't care that you voted for Obama the most. The reason he was up there is because racist people are gonna like him. Like that's like literally like
he likes hip hop and basketball and
exactly the movie Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee's first movie. There's a scene where he works at a pizza shop owned by some Italian guys who don't think they're racist, and one of the guys is trying to explain to him that he's not racist. And so Spike Lee's character literally goes, all right, who's your favorite basketball player? And he's like, Magic Johnson. He's like, who's your favorite movie star? He's like, Eddie Murphy. And then he said something else, and then he was like, "Who's your favorite? Like, what's your favorite music? Like, oh, Prince." And he was like, "They're like, you're calling me the N-word. They're me." And he was like, and then the dude literally goes, "Eddie Murphy's not a nigga." And then he's like, "Oh, wait." And so for a lot of them, they can kind of like mentally like separate like famous black people and the run-of-the-mill black person that they run into every day. And I feel like they do that a lot with Obama, and so they try to like pat themselves on the back. Like, I voted for Obama. It's like, you were supposed to, nigga. Like, they weren't gonna let a nigga like me run for president.
It's also like those people think that Obama solved racism and doesn't exist anymore because a black man was president. But if anything, it just like made it more. People were more free to speak it because they were like, society's changed, so I can say my controversial opinion.
I say all the time, black people have it harder because of Oprah, Jay-Z, and Obama. Because all white people are always like, what, Oprah's doing this? It's like, nigga, you can't do what Oprah does, and you're white. What do you think? You think I can? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I saw like people have been locked out of their like Bitcoin accounts, like billionaires.
Yeah, somebody lost their password and lost like $200 million.
And someone was like, oh, you guys shame poor people for like not being, you know, responsible with their money. It's like, this is chump change to you. $2 million or whatever is chump change to you, but
it's just crazy.
Like that you can forget your password to that thing and just be fine. I
found $1 in my pocket today and I got happy.
That it's nuts. But no, Orange County is full of these people who are like super Christian. who like try to look like Jesus and like have long hair and like be Instagram influencer vibes and like boho chic and like dressed in Free People, and like they play guitar and they like sing to you and they're like hippies. Yeah. And then
I know all about it. I went to Christian college for 2 years. I know all the stereotypes.
What kind of characters did you meet there?
Don't even get me started. Probably the most popular one is handsome dude that's worship leader, but also does drugs and takes advantage of women when he's not on stage. That's a big one. You got the girl who's like super judgmental of all the other girls, but she doing all kinds of wild shit that ain't on video. Let's see what else we got. You got like the homeschooled kids that it's their first time ever leaving the house and they're just getting fucked up. Like watching a homeless kid do a keg stand was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life. Then you got the people that are just like super like nervous around black people because they've never been around any. And I can tell like a lot of them, like it's like you live in Oklahoma, bro. How is this the first time you've ever been around a black person? Like crazy. So yeah, the Christian schools it's funny because it's like a community of people all trying to hide who they are from each other. Yeah. Like the professors are doing fucked up shit. I remember I went to a party and I found out the cases of beer were supplied by a man that worked at the school. I think his son got his credit card or some shit.
One of my friends from high school went to Christian college, and I remember like there were rules like, you know, like had to leave the door open when someone was over, whatever, things like that. I just feel like that kind of stuff, like it like incentivizes you to do. No, like
it makes people crazy. Like, so there was a designated day, I think twice a month, where girls could come to guys' dorms and guys could go to girls' dorms, right? And so on that day, people did wild ass shit. Somebody got caught fucking in the stairway in a sleeping bag. Like apparently an RA walks up the staircase, unzips the sleeping bag, and they was just fucking.
Like they were zipped inside?
They were zipped inside. They risked suffocating for some pussy because they wasn't getting none.
That's crazy.
Christian school made people fucking crazy. Like I was at this one party, and it was like, it was so many outdoor parties because you couldn't go to like places and shit. So like there's this party like in this like, I don't even know what you would call it, but it was like a plot of land, like a bonfire type thing. And this girl is just like laid out on this rock. And like people like walked up and was like, yo, like, are you okay? And she's just like, I have a heart condition. And I was like, yo, why the fuck are you here? You're going to get us all caught. But it's like people were literally like risking their lives and like everything just to go party because they never really got to do anything. Yeah. Like, I mean, that shit really made people crazy.
The idea of having one day when you can go to, like, girls can go to the guys' dorm and guys can go to the girls' dorm.
What do you think is going to happen?
It's so, like, it's the same as, like, oh, yeah, I'm a virgin except for anal type of thing. You know, it's like these little, like, obviously people are going to do this shit.
You know how many virgins I dated in college?
No, it's a fascinating world to me. I love to watch YouTube videos about people saving themselves for marriage and, like, listening to their
listen.
I know. Did you ever hear of the band Cimarelli?
Who is that?
They're like these 6 sisters who are like super Catholic, and they were like, as kids they would like sing covers of pop songs, but they would always change the words, so they were like never talked about sex or drugs or like anything bad. Like they would overcorrect them. Like it would talk about like,
so they were like kids bop before the Lord.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But they were like all kind of like influencers almost. And recently one of them left the band, and she came out with a video. She was like, I smoked weed. And like my sisters didn't like me because I smoked weed.
Oh my God. Oh, that's like when the Jonas Brothers were wearing those purity rings. Trying to fool us. I know a story about Nick Jonas. I can't tell it, but just know I know what was going on.
I think it is very, very violent to tell someone that you know a story and then that you can't.
That's all I'm going to say.
Would you rather, would you rather, would you rather? Let's play a game of Would You Rather.
So we already discussed Mia Ponsetto, and I know how you feel about that, but this week also there were some leaked messages supposedly from Armie Hammer. But yeah, so they're pretty wild messages. I want to know if you would rather have kind of a crazy character exposing breakdown on daytime television or have like your most kinky, depraved sex leaked to the internet.
I don't know. That's so tough. Daytime television.
Like Gayle King drags you.
I think the daytime television, I'd rather that because I feel like another news story is going to happen the next day. Whereas like DMs, that's a meme forever.
I think I would rather have the sex leak just because I feel like it's, I could handle it better with good PR.
I'm just scared of DMs, dog. That shit scared.
Yeah.
Every time I send one, like I'm supposed to DM this one girl back, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I can. I don't even know what to say. I feel like they set you up sometimes. I don't know.
I think we're like I think the world is changing to the point where like sexting and nudes and stuff will have to become like less of a thing as we get older because like right now like there's certain like Congress people or whatever have gotten into scandals for like sexting or like what.
Yeah. I want a president that has nudes leaked. Yeah,
me too. I want a president with an OnlyFans. It's normal, and I think that like people pretend like if you like make that the baseline of the things that you have to start hiding, it's like imagine what other crazy shit people are gonna hide.
Exactly.
Like let the normal stuff just be free.
Right.
You know, it's like Christian school. If you have to hide all these things and you just do it crazy in private.
I got stories for days on that shit.
But yeah, I remember like when I was in like 4th grade and Vanessa Hudgens like had her nudes leaked or something, and they were like, she isn't going to be in the next High School Musical because of her nudes.
I remember that shit.
And it was like
7th or 8th grade.
Yeah, I felt like my brain was like broken by that.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, like who hasn't had their nudes leaked? Like I don't care at all.
Right.
So I've noticed there's a lot of crossover with the Bachelor franchise and the NFL. So like a lot of former players and cheerleaders will end up going on the show and being like front runners or even leads and stuff. Like Colton.
Yeah, they love people with CTE on that show.
And then you and I also talked about how like the NFL is really just pretending COVID isn't real to keep the money flowing right now. All sports are. But would you rather be like a flopped football player who ends up on The Bachelorette and doesn't make it far, or be a starting member of a team who like publicly gets COVID and like gets the rest of the team in trouble, has to take the season off?
Ooh, damn. I just think reality TV is so embarrassing. I would rather be the reason my team gets COVID. Because then, you know, it's like what the story is. Because then if the story goes around, it's like, oh, Niles is out there trying to get hoes. And, you know, I get respect. So hopefully nobody dies. That would suck.
I think, yeah, like reality TV is embarrassing personally. But I think that we tell kids, like, go to college, you know, to get a job, whatever. When we start telling kids, go on reality TV, get a bunch of followers, and then you'll be set for life. That's what's keeping them safe.
There's this girl on this newest season of The Bachelor. I've never watched The Bachelor ever in my life. This is my first time because I was like, oh, a black dude? I'm going to watch this shit. Funny. And there's this girl named Victoria on the show, and she is just awful. And, I mean, she's always trying to pick a fight. She's always trying to argue. She's always doing some crazy shit. And I realized she's doing that shit on purpose. Mm-hmm. She wants her own reality show spinoff. That's what she's up there for. She's up there to get a podcast deal or some shit.
Yeah, because like, after the show, she can be like, oh, yeah, like, they manipulated me. Like, that was the production. That was the editing. Like, I'm a cool girl. Like follow me. I do. Right.
Because they put her age 27, but I see the bags in her eyes. She's like 34.
Yeah, I am a loyal watcher of the Bachelor franchise. I've been watching every single season since I was a freshman in high school because I think it's one of the most well-produced shows on television. I love to analyze it, like what moves did they make here, like how did they engineer this situation? Yeah, because I think, and I've watched Unreal too, which is like the fictional show about
I've heard, I gotta check that out. I heard about that.
Yeah, it's good, but I love it. And the past Bachelorette and this current Bachelor, like I haven't really been watching because I just feel like the world is up in flames and I can't get myself to care about it. And crazy. It feels so depressing that like I can't care about The Bachelor now.
Right.
I've been catching up on The Bachelorette because I really like Tayshia. It's also just such a cultural, like the NFL and The Bachelor, and like so much of culture is like pushed through that. Like I think there's like definitely a political agenda behind it in some ways. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like there's conversations about like 2 or 3 seasons ago, this guy was like slut shaming the lead, and that was like a whole conversation about like you can be religious but also like have sex, and that was a whole thing. But it definitely is like a super religious show. Like there are so many like religious values in the show, and they're like,
yeah, the dude on this season led them into a prayer. The first season, I was like, I ain't ever seen no nigga see 30 pairs of titties and be like, let's pray. What?
Yeah, I mean, he was praying that he'd see more, I guess.
I don't know.
More of
he's
him.
weird. He's weird. Like I just see, like, I look at him like, oh, you're a little off, bro.
I listen to this podcast sometimes that's called Game of Roses, and they analyze it like a sport. They analyze The Bachelor.
It is a sport.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sport.
And they dig up a bunch of shit, and they found out that Matt is a registered Republican, which makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah,
actually.
that's what I've been hearing. There's also a rumor he used to date a white guy. I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but
interesting.
That's interesting.
See, but that's the same thing you were saying. It's like they picked a black guy to be the Bachelor, but it's like
I've been writing jokes like he is parallel Obama.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do it, if we've only picked because this is what season like 25 of The Bachelor.
Yeah.
It's been white dudes this whole. It's literally the presidential thing. It's been white dudes this whole time. It's like, all right, let's throw him a black one. All right, good jawline. He's got a white mom, and he speaks well. Obama. Yeah. And this is the same guy. They literally did the same shit the Democratic Party did. And guess what? My black ass is watching the show now, and I've never watched it before. So they did it. They got it right. They won.
Yeah. I mean, and it was like they strategically set it up also. Like they announced it during like the Black Lives Matter protests and everything.
Yep.
Because they, and it was like a guy who had never been on the show before. It wasn't like they cast from before.
I'm telling you, it's just like Obama. Obama was a senator. He hadn't been in a senator that long. Nobody knew who he was. And they just pulled him out of nowhere. Just like this Matt dude. They just pulled this black dude out of nowhere. Usually they always, because I don't even watch the show, and I know they usually pick people from other seasons to come back and stuff like that. And y'all just found this black dude out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
He's best friends. He's best friends with a white dude who was like beloved in a previous season.
Right. Just like Obama.
There was a guy like on the same season with the slut shaming thing. There was a guy, Mike, who was black, who I loved. And he was like a fan favorite, and he made it top 4, I want to say. Yeah. And he was like just so funny and sweet, and he was like a veteran, so like that's like it, there's still a bit of that, like, American
that's
whatever.
That's the thing when in entertainment, whenever they put black or brown people on a pedestal or something, there always has to be something white people can relate to. It's either he's a veteran, or he's a Christian, or he played football. It's always, they always have to do a little something so white people can be like, oh, he's kind of like us. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, they don't do that for white people whenever they see us. They don't put a white dude on there like, hey, he listens to 2 Chainz sometimes. They put a white girl up there. Hey, she got her hair braided. Like, they don't do that shit for us. They just tell, hey, y'all niggas.
Well, like, I mean, if they do that, like, it's usually not good.
No, it's not. Yeah. We just have to like white people at face value. They don't have to do shit for us to like them.
If we didn't like them, we would get nowhere.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm waiting on an email to change my life right now.
They play us like little puppets, and they know they control. Yeah. They're like the producers, and we are the members of the show, and they're like putting us around in little games for their entertainment. Yeah, but Mike, I really liked him, and I wanted him to be the first Black Bachelor, but then he was like super outspoken about Black Lives Matter, and like has a podcast talking
about said, cut his mic.
This, and they were like, he's too political for us. Like, this is not.
That's hilarious. I mean, when you look at the guy they picked, he's not controversial at all.
Yeah,
like, he's very straight edge. He played football in college, got a job, and he's a Christian. Like, that's the black dude white families would be okay with their daughter marrying. Me, I make nigga jokes. That's not gonna be me. So it is what it is. But those are the guys they pick. I'm telling you, there was 12 Matt Jameses that they went through. They probably even tried to pick Obama. They probably asked him, like, hey, you need a new job?
Michelle okay with just like taking
right.
some time out?
Would Michelle be okay if you courted 25 women really quick?
No,
you worked on that last season that we did, so.
I think Michelle's a little jealous.
Yeah, I don't think she'd let that happen.
I don't think she would know, because he once even said like Kamala was hot, and I remember she had like some comment about it.
No way.
There's funny. There's pictures of Michelle and Obama and some like ambassador to something, and she's like on the left, Obama's in the middle, Michelle's on the right, and then there's like pictures of her looking annoyed and he's talking to her, and then like 5 minutes later there's a new picture, and like Michelle's now in the middle, like she's made him move to the outside.
That's funny.
It's like like definitely he was like chatting up this lady and she was not having it.
Yeah, if anybody's getting anything thrown at them, it's the first black president. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I think I would rather be a flop player, ends up on The Bachelorette, because that's some range, I think. I'd have my NFL fans, and I'd have, if I was a dude, I think that kind of dude could get any girl he wanted. He played football, and then he was on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a pretty, you're set up. And there's no big controversy. I haven't like alienated all the big people because of the COVID stuff. So
right.
Yeah. Okay. So recently the news broke about Kim and Kanye potentially divorcing. You had a lot of good jokes about it on Twitter. Okay. The morning that it happened, I was working out and I was listening to like a playlist that had a lot of Kanye in it, and I was listening to Famous, and I was just like thinking about that time that like Kim like exposed Taylor Swift in that moment, and I had this thought. I was like, I feel like they're gonna divorce soon, and I think Twitter's gonna be so fun the day it happens.
Wow.
And that day, and I regret not like tweeting like that, like, oh, Twitter's gonna be so fun the day Kim and Kanye finally divorced.
Wow.
I felt like a psycho.
You felt it coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
But I mean, I feel bad for these children, but
they gonna be all right.
They'll be fine. But it's like,
I mean, here's the thing: if those two parents, even if they were together, I'm worried about those children. So
that's true. That's true. I think they're probably like very loving, but very out of touch as parents. But would you rather be married to Donald Trump or Kanye West? Two marriages that I see falling apart this year.
Those are two Gemini men. I don't know, because I feel like if you get a divorce with Kanye, like, can you enjoy his music anymore? Like, every time you listen to the music, it's just like, we be together. So I don't know. But then I was like, I would never want to marry Donald Trump. Ew.
Yeah.
Gross. Yeah, I guess I just have to marry Kanye and just not really listen to the music anymore.
I think I would marry Trump just because I think he's so much easier to control. Like, right. Interpersonally.
You never know what Kanye's gonna do.
Yeah, Kanye, like, I think is a lot smarter than Trump and a lot more, like, independently. Like, he just does what he wants to do and says what he wants to say. So does Trump, but it's like, I think I could, like, hack his brain and kind of get whatever I wanted in a way.
Yeah.
And
he seems like a dummy.
I think Melania's not doing enough with her position as she could. She could be having a lot more.
She didn't want to. That's the thing. She didn't want a position. She just wanted to eat fine foods and chill. Like, that's all she wanted. She didn't ask for any of this shit.
Yeah, I think Kim was afraid of becoming the next Melania. I think.
Of course.
Like, if Kanye ended up in the presidency and she was like stuck being first lady. Yeah, I think she's a better politician than he is, though. Mm-hmm. Like, she is kind of like becoming that. Would you rather? I'm thinking of this on the fly. Would you rather be the divorce attorney for Kanye or Mia Ponsetto's lawyer?
Ooh, that's interesting because, like, I was watching Chris Rock's extended cut special yesterday, and he went into like how the person with the more money has to pay for the legal fees of the other person. So he has to like pay for all the lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm pretty sure Kanye has to pay for Kim's lawyers too. And so like I don't know if I'd ever want to be in that position to where I'm just like, this is a lot of pressure right now. Kanye West is paying me money. So I think I'd rather be that girl's lawyer.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's just lower level case. Like honestly, we're all gonna forget about that shit in like 2 weeks. There's been so many videos go viral of black teenagers getting accosted and shit. It's gonna be a new one in 2 weeks. This is gonna be the biggest divorce of all time. Like their marriage photo was like the most liked picture on Instagram at one point. This is like one of the biggest celebrity marriages ever. I would not want to like have all that pressure as a divorce attorney.
And I think it would also just be like kind of fun to be Mia Ponsetti's lawyer. Like, I think it would be like a fun little challenge because she's a little bit out of control, not PR trained.
Right.
You know?
Just up there talking.
Yeah.
Like, enough, Gail. Like, what?
Did you see that one video where she's like rubbing her tummy like Pooh? Like Pooh Bear? Yeah. She's like, and when Gail was like, "You're running around in your flip-flops."
Oh yeah, Gail not gonna waste a chance to roast the outfit. She came with that.
Truth or dare? Truth or dare?
So Niles, truth or dare?
Oh God. Truth.
Okay. What's the dumbest thing you got in trouble for growing up?
Dumbest thing I ever got in trouble for growing up? Probably when I got caught with weed in high school. Like right after I graduated. My dumb ass should have ate it.
What happened?
I just got pulled over for being black, basically, and then I rolled the windows down. I literally just got done smoking because I just got off of work, and they were like, "We smell weed," and I was like, "No, you don't." And they were like, "We're gonna search the car." I was like, "Okay," because I was 18. I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
And so and then they found some weed, and I was like, I should have just ate that shit.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
You know, they took it and they smoked it after.
Definitely smoked it. And it wasn't even like a gram. Like I literally had like half a gram on me. So I didn't even like really get in trouble. So it's my turn to ask you or something. Truth or dare?
I'll do a dare.
Dare. Okay. What do I dare you? I dare you to tweet your wildest draft right now.
My wildest draft?
Yeah.
Wildest in what way?
Just like, this is like, people are not going to like this. Like, this is going to cause a rift.
Oh, I think I know one.
All right, do it.
You tell me. The best part of being in entertainment in the pandemic is getting to take meetings with assaulters on Zoom rather than in their offices.
That's funny.
Should I tweet it?
Do it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. It's out.
That's funny.
People will either really like it or like drag me. So
okay. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Truth or dare?
Dare.
I'll start off with like a harmless one. Do you have like peanut butter or something of that consistency?
Yeah.
Can you put it in your mouth and sing "Pocketful of Sunshine" by Natasha Bedingfield?
I'll go get the peanut butter. Jesus
Beautiful.
Christ. Oh my God. I can't believe I'm about to do this shit.
What kind is it? Crunchy, creamy?
Creamy.
Okay.
So just put a whole spoonful in my mouth and just sing that shit?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I got a pocket full of cash. I don't know. It's all right, though. Oh. Something never gonna break me. Something never gonna break me, girl. Oh. Take me away. Oh my God. Take me away. Oh God. Oh.
That was good. That was commitment. How did that feel for you?
That was gross. And I love peanut butter. I'm not gonna be able to eat peanut butter for a while.
I'm sorry.
Trauma.
It's like getting throwing up after tequila shots.
Yeah.
Now I'm using that to you with peanut butter. Sorry. You took it like a champ. That was really fun to watch.
I'm sure.
Oh
my God. Truth or dare?
Truth. Kind of scared of the look in your eyes right now.
I know. You should be. Wildest thing you ever did at a college party?
At a college party? Well, okay, I went to a nerd school, so let's give that, I'll give that context, but I'm trying to think of the wildest thing I ever did at a college party. This isn't a college party. I'll give you this story first, and then I'll try to think of something actually real. But I gave a guy his like frat pledge name, which so basically I hooked up with him freshman year of college, and I told my two guy best friends that his dick was shaped like a traffic cone. It was like girthy on the bottom, like on the base, and like thin at the top. It was like a triangular cone kind of thing.
What the fuck?
And I'd never seen anything like it, and so I told my friends that, and then like 2 quarters later he was rushing the frat that they were in, and I was at a party, and I like heard someone be like, traffic cone, can you go get the beers from downstairs?
Oh my God.
And I feel really bad about it.
Damn.
Because I was never trying to shame him. It's just like, I was just like telling my friends a little, and then they took it and ran with it. I think the craziest thing I've ever done at a party, I feel like it's all the same kind of dumb shit.
Yeah. Nah, traffic cone takes the cake. That's hilarious.
Yeah, like that wasn't a one, that was a kind of a long payoff.
That's wild.
Yeah. I also had like times like sophomore year. I used to have a rule when I was like before I was ever like willing to be with anyone. I was like, I have to have 3 suitors at all times, and it should be like college. Should have a target, a reach, and a safety. So I would like kind of run around one party with like 3 people in my line of sight, and I was like going for my reach, but if my reach didn't want me that night, I would go for my target. And like if I just really needed to go home with someone, then I would find my safety and go. So
damn,
that was like my little rules.
Wow.
I used to spike rosé with tequila like a psycho.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Now you just got me thinking, like, was I ever somebody's safety? Fuck.
I'm sure you could never be somebody's safety, Niles.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Also, most people aren't as like fucked up as I was my sophomore year of college, in that way. So
yeah.
That's
wild.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got anxiety now. I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I'm like thinking back every night, like, I don't know. I'm thinking like 2 in particular, and I think I was. Jesus. All right. I'm about to have a panic attack. Next thing.
No. Okay. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Which of your like close friends has the worst Twitter presence? And why? Tell me why.
I have a friend that every time I see, I'm not going to say their name. I'm just not going to do it. But every time I see an attractive girl that we're like mutuals with tweet or do something, a reply from him is under it. Every single time. And like, I just want to like, one day I just want to like DM him and be like, bro, you got to stop. Like, it's starting to get, it's not even starting to get embarrassing. But you got to stop.
Is it somebody that we both know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen maybe some replies from him under your shit. I don't know.
I have like some ideas of who I think this is.
But I was like, yo, you got to chill, bro. Like, you're getting too eager. You got to stop.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes like they're like, because like I don't reply a lot to shit, but if I have something like really funny or clever to say, I'm like, I'm not gonna waste this. So there's been times where I'm like about to reply and I'll see him and I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
That's like the litmus test of like when you should stop yourself or not.
Yeah, they've got probably the worst Twitter presence by
Because
far.
some people like it's a funny bit to be like desperate, but other people it's like I can tell it's more than that
It's
for
real.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are funny. I can't lie. I laugh at a few. But it's just like every day I see at least 8. And I'm like, yo.
Are the rest of their tweets like fine? Like they're non-replies?
They're okay, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I'm not saying no names, but
yeah. No, there's like a kind of like a thirsty soft boy type on Twitter that is kind of a plague.
Yeah, it's a plague that needs to be eradicated.
It's also opinion. Like if you're gonna be like that, you know, take it to the DMs. Like, nah, everyone doesn't need to see it.
Yeah,
but
I'll be in the DMs like a minefield. I'll be stepping lightly, you know. So
yeah,
truth or dare.
Dare.
Okay. Screenshot your last text message and tweet that shit.
My last text message, period?
Yeah, no context. Just tweet this shit.
Okay. It's a group chat with Christopher and his best friend, Kelly. And she sent a picture of a statue that looks like a vagina.
Nice.
Should I have a caption?
No context. Just tweet that shit.
I'm gonna see how my my other tweet's doing. Oh, not that well.
It upset some people.
Someone said that's it's a concern, but I'm glad you're safe.
Oh, look at Christopher hyping you up in the replies. I love it. Watch vagina go viral too.
Yeah. Vagina. I've been losing followers because of Twitter cleaning out bots and stuff. And
for real? You got some Nazis following you?
Yeah, it's kind of worrying to me, like that I had people who needed to be removed.
That's always good to have people that hate you follow you, though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just have a lot of white men who I think like see a selfie once, follow me, and then start to neg me under like every single following tweet.
That shit is weird.
And I just like, it's like, why are you here? You know?
That shit's weird.
But
do you mute everything once you tweet it?
Not everything. But I have a lot of specific followers muted. For sure. There's like certain ones I know always have a stupid reply, and I have them muted. Yeah, and I think once a tweet gets like fairly big, then I'll mute it.
Yeah,
but
because you really blew up over the last few months, right?
Yeah, but I still treat everyone like I treated them when I had 500 followers and they're all my friends, which is not good. No, it's like it's not good. It's like
it's not good.
And I've just now started like I totally don't respond to message requests anymore, which I used to do it sometimes if they weren't creepy. But the message requests I get, they're like, oh, it's fun. It's fun to see that stuff. And I'll like tweet that. I tweeted one today, but like they're cuckoo. These men are so nuts. But I'll report accounts for like saying like fucked up shit under other stuff, and then I'll say that they're following me, and I'm like, how did you end up there? Like I don't think I signaled like any sort of like bigots welcome here kind of thing.
I mean, you're brown.
Yeah,
that's what did it.
Don't like it. Yeah,
it's the life we live.
Do you want to do one last round of truth or dare?
Do it. Yeah, we can do it.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Okay. Truth. Who's the most like famous person you've gotten into beef with?
Oh, a famous person I've ever gotten into a beef with? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. I've definitely had some back and forths with like verified like people and stuff. I just can't really remember like off the top of my head like that.
My dream is to get into beef with Charlotte Clymer.
Why did I think her in my head?
Because she's
oh, can I stand her? I have her blocked. I
have her muted, but I remember someone tweeted on the night of the Georgia elections, like, I'm happy, but like, I just remembered that Charlotte Clymer is happy today, and I got sad.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I remember like 3 years ago, some big journalist got mad at like this video I posted or whatever. And so I had like a long back and forth with them. They were like verified and had a bunch of followers, gay white guy that didn't like me.
Yeah.
I don't really remember his name, but that happened. Trying to think. I think there was something else. I don't know.
Do you have Randy Rainbow beef?
No, I wanted to get blocked by Randy Rainbow. That was like, damn, I'm really not out here like that. I can't even get a Randy Rainbow block like everybody else, though.
I was trying to get a Chrissy Mayer block.
Who's that?
She's okay, right? So she's some comedian who like didn't do well. She had a show at Stonewall, and like she's dating some booker in New York, and I never knew who she was, but then everyone was talking about her because she went to the coup at the Capitol.
Yeah.
Because she's been trying to like, she feels that because she hasn't done well in comedy, like it's because like the left is like censoring her and stuff, when it's actually just like maybe she's not that funny. So she's like all butthurt about it. And I was like, she's doing all of this for attention. And I tweeted something like, she's doing all this for attention. And me, like an unemployed 22-year-old with mental illness, has more followers than her on Twitter. And
that was funny.
That's embarrassing. That's like embarrassing for her. Though. Yeah, but I was trying to get her to block me because she's blocked like people I know who are like in the New York comedy scene. And I was like, they were replying to my tweet being like, ha ha ha, like fuck her.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
Well, it's like like a weird like food combination you eat that you know would like turn people off.
That's a good question. Something that particularly irritates my grandma is when I'll eat like curry and rice with a roti, and I'll make it like a burrito, and I'll wrap it up and I'll eat it like a burrito.
Why do you do that?
I don't know, cause I don't know. Or like a taco, and my grandma will always be like, this isn't Mexican food, like you're not supposed to eat it like that. That's not really a combination. I'm trying to think of like something weird that I like. I really like putting blueberries in pasta.
All right, I'm a log off.
Like prosciutto and blueberries and like tomatoes and.
How did you even like
discover that?
Yeah, like.
You know how people have like fig jam and prosciutto and like toast?
No.
Okay, this is kind of like a bougie thing like that white people do, but yeah. So I would get like sandwiches with like cheese and meat and some sort of fruity jelly, and I really liked them. So then I was like, what if I do this in a non-sandwich? And that's how I kind of explored the fruit in pasta situation. I don't know. I did like everyone else did and put ranch on pizza. Oh, here's one weird one that I used to do as a kid. I used to put dark chocolate in ranch dressing.
All right, now I have to.
I really just loved I was like, I'm going to invent the next great food combination. And I would always try all this weird shit. I once put like cheese at the bottom of like a glass of milk, like to make like a cheese. That was disgusting though. Didn't land for me, but.
She blueberries and pasta and dark chocolate with ranch. Sir, do you know what you're dating? Nope. I'm just obligated to at that point. Like that's why would you do that?
I march to the beat of my own drum. Food, the rules of what should be eaten, they just don't apply to me. I paved my own path. So I know what you're trying to do right now is to silence me, to peer pressure me into being like everyone else, and I won't stand
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I'm gonna keep on keeping on, and I'll let you know if anything works out, if any weird food happens.
And I was just asking because you'd be like, I just, I eat honey mustard with my fries, like some shit. Like, I didn't know you was gonna be like, yeah, I need to get a straight jacket right now. I didn't know you was gonna say some weird shit like that.
My sauce for like nuggets and fries.
In fact, let me block you. I don't like this energy. You capable of anything if you eating that shit.
My nugget and fry sauce is 1 part ketchup, 1 part barbecue sauce, 2 parts honey mustard.
I mean, that's not that weird.
Yeah, I don't think that's that weird. It's pretty delicious to me. Thanks so much for being here, even though I've kind of turned you against me.
Yeah, I was on your team until
right at the end. I almost left. We're enemies now, I think, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I have you blocked, so.
Okay, so we can start a feud with each other because no one will start a feud with us.
I know, right? I need a fake beef. Drive these podcast numbers up.
It'll be a fake beef over how I eat my fake beef.
That's marketing right there.
Comedy. Yeah, thanks so much for being here. It was a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for joining our pillow fight. See you next time. Pillow Fight is a production by me, Yamini Nambimadom, with music by Greer Baxter. Thanks for listening.